Good morning, y'all. Today we are going to do the global positioning system, and this is a passage that you can find in the Reading and the Content Areas Social Studies book that is published by Glencoe McGraw-Hill. As we always do, we are going to annotate the questions first, so grab markup and we will get started. Alright, so number 2, this passage deals mainly with geometry, military tactics during war using the global positioning system, or D, problems with commercial airlines. Number 3, the story of the pilot in Bosnia in the second paragraph is an example of a military application of GPS, a civilian application of GPS, missile technology, or the superiority of the United States military. Highlight story of the pilot in Bosnia in the second paragraph, and just know we need to mark the second paragraph when we go back. Number 4, GPS could help you most if you were trying to learn all of the state capitals, bought a new car that featured computerized maps, already knew your latitude and longitude, or had a car breakdown on a country road. So GPS could help you most. Number 5, this passage begins with an example of A, an event that would be benefited from GPS technology in use, C, a war caused by technology, or D, Soviet technology. Number 5, this passage begins with an example, and there really should not be a comma in between passage and begins. Number 6, in this passage, remote means able to be operated from a distance, isolated, crowded, unwilling to be friendly. Alright, so we are going to save that one, and we will scoot over to question 1 along with the passage. And let's see, I'll grab markup up here. Alrighty, so for number 1, we are going to do the main idea, the statement that is too broad and the statement that is too narrow. A Korean Airlines flight went off course over the Soviet Union. GPS is part of today's technology, or C, GPS has both military and civilian uses. So let's go on up here and highlight the global positioning system, and this will be a non-fiction piece, otherwise known as informational text, and you will label this, not right there because there's not enough room, we will label the global positioning system as your heading, and we will number your paragraphs. Alrighty, so in 1983, a Korean Airlines flight that had gone off course over the Soviet Union was shot down. All passengers, including several Americans, were killed. Please highlight 1983 Korean Airlines flight that had gone off course over Soviet Union was shot down. An investigation revealed that the pilots had set their starting point wrong, and the error was magnified as they flew. Today's technology ensures that this disaster could not happen again. That technology is the global positioning system, which is now used routinely for navigation on over-water flights. GPS is a great aid when the geography of an area is uncertain. It would have kept the Korean plane on course. GPS is the network of 24 satellites launched and maintained by the United States military. The satellites are in continuous orbit 12,000 miles above the Earth. Using geometry, the satellite signals precisely pinpoint a location. GPS was first used by the military to locate troops and tanks. It can tell where a missile or aircraft is. It can also tell how to get a weapon to a target. There are even handheld, battery-operated GPS units for use by individual soldiers. In 1995, a U.S. Air Force pilot was shot down by a missile over Bosnia. He used a handheld unit to find his exact position and radioed that information to his rescuers before he could be captured by the enemy. Paragraph 3. What began as a military application is now finding a rapidly growing civilian market. Fishermen at sea, hikers on remote trails, and even rental cars are equipped with GPS. It is also being used in an increasing number of fire trucks, police cars, and ambulances. GPS can be used by farmers too to accurately guide a tractor in the field. Researchers have successfully used GPS to guide vehicles in fog and at night and to guide driverless vehicles. Although its military use is vital, it is most likely that GPS will get its greatest application in the civilian world. Alright, so I need you to answer your questions on these screenshots, and once you are finished, please turn in your completed screenshots to Canvas, scoot on over to SchoolNet, and post your answers there. If you have any questions, please email me, and have a good day.